The past causes the present and so the future. Dating back to several thousand years ago, the Ramanadishwar temple remains not just a notable historical content but provides an eminent identity to Porur. This temple was constructed by Kulothunga Cholan. It has an interesting mythological story behind. It is said that Rama, during his journey to Sri Lanka to save Sita, halted at this spot. It is believed that his 40-day fast made Lord Shiva appear before him to answer his prayers. Hence the name of the temple, Rama and Ishwar Ramanadishwar. The inscriptions have coined the area as Perur Nadu, meaning a great town, which consists of several villages. The term arose as a result of the hierarchical Chola administration that was prevalent during the time. Valuable written evidences trace back to 1794 when maps came into existence. Agriculture was predominantly practiced in the villages, with traces of existence till date in a few regions. The development of industries began in 1961. Since the 1980s, there has been a gradual development with the establishment of institutions and IT parks. From a lush green land, Porur is now being shifted to a paramount commercial region. In today's scenario, water remains a sector of major concern. The main focus of our study would revolve around water urbanism. Porur, a remarkable commercial region, is also known for its lake. We thereby aim to study and analyze Porur, including the impact it creates in the surrounding areas of Karambakam, Ramachandra University, Ramanadishwar Nagar, Baikadai Junction, Ayyappan Thangal and Porur Gardens. The total study area is 5.25 square kilometers. The main access to the site is via the Arcot Kundrattur Road, Mount Punnamalli Road, SH113, the National Highway 32, also including a paid toll booth. The everyday activities of the people include the mobility of share autos, food street vendors along the line of commercial stores and educational zones. The weekend is mostly busy with the fish market gaining more attention. The NSN market also witnesses a number of trucks delivering vegetables and the place remains quite congested. The everyday commutation of the people results in dense traffic zones at the Porur junction. The commercial zones in Kundrattur Road stretch, the SRMC, are the other important nodes of consideration. The improper condition of the Kundrattur Road results in heavy traffic, thus causing delay. The functioning of the MGR flyover from 2017 eased out the traffic. The development of industrial zones like the DLF has been the main reason for the growing settlements of Porur. As a contrast to this, the Vanagaram fish market acts as a revenue source for the economically weaker section and the fisherman community. The region houses about 161,138 residences with about 3,000 houses. The typology of houses vary from villas, apartments, individual houses, densely populated areas to slum areas. The establishment of educational zones like SRMC occupies major area geographically and is the main cause for economic development of the region. There is a balance of government and private educational institutions. The recreational section of the site is at a comparatively low level with 40% negative voids. The percentage of unbuilt area is 59%. Creation of more recreational zones would act as a breathing space to enhance community interaction. Even though the urban sprawl has been developed over the years, Porur still remains as one of the places to practice agriculture till today inside the city boundary. The cultural and religious zone is placidly spread all over Porur, highlighting the rich heritage and communal harmony. Water and electricity were the growing demands of the population. The main source of power is from Sriperumbudur and is transmitted to the Porur and SRMC substation through heavy transmission lines. Groundwater is the main source of water supply in Porur. Apart from this, the Veeranam lake also plays a very crucial role. Water from the lake is supplied to the water treatment plants, which is then stored in tanks and supplied to the households through underground pipelines. Stormwater system and drainage are aspects of major concern in Porur. The condition of drainage lines are not proper and in most cases is let out open on the roads. This affects the environment as well as the people, paving way to diseases. While the stormwater system is established in most of the areas, there is a lack of efficiency. There is leakage leading to the mixing of water with drainage. The Chennai bypass is the full access control expressway that interconnects 4 radial Indian National Highway around Chennai. This was constructed as part of National Highway Development Project to decongest the city of transiting vehicles. This expressway now forms a part of the circular transportation corridors. The Porur Lake. Porur Lake is a significant freshwater source which benefited people few years back. Desilting has to be done in order to increase the water storage capacity, which hasn't been done effectively. There are encroachments of the lakes where illegal activities takes place. The boundaries are used as dump yards. It has clayey soil with saline content. Due to the increasing pollution, the potability of the water is at the brink. The inlet for Porur Lake, called the Thandi Canal, brings fresh water mixed along with sewage and garbage. Due to the lack of proper preventive measures by the authorities, the lake overflowed and flooded the regions around the lake in 2015. These issues should be brought to light and awareness should be spread so that people realize the harmful impacts it creates on the environment. The lake had an area of about 1,000 acres during the 17th century, but at present the lake has only 200 acres of water storage capacity, with most of it being encroached by the construction of buildings. Porur, despite all its minor flaws, is one of the most important central core of Chennai city. The restoration of the lake would serve as a beneficial factor for the supply of water to meet the demands of the people not residing within the area alone but also the neighborhood areas. The region, being a commercial sector, would draw more people, thereby leading to a rise in the economy level. Proper awareness and restoration methods would make the already notable Porur region an even more vital hub for a sustainable living of the future, elevating and enhancing the communal integrity and harmony as a whole. If water had a voice, its cry for help would be thus. If there is one resource in the world which is neglected on a larger scale by the humans, it is water. Porur Lake is being massacred little by little. Nature will always serve justice for itself. The question is, are we going to save Porur Lake or should we get ready for another calamity like the 2015 Chennai flood? The call for this remains in our hands.